The Haiku stairs, or stairway to heaven, wove their way up the verdant cliffs of Oahu, their rusty steps clawing into the misty heavens. Legend had it that these stairs, a relic from a long-abandoned military outpost, were not merely a path but a gateway, a corridor where the veil between the living and the dead was perilously thin. In 1942, the U.S. military had constructed the Haiku stairs as part of a secret radar system during World War II, hoping to detect Japanese aircraft before they could reach the islands. But with the war's end, the radar system was decommissioned, and the stairs fell into disuse. By 1950, they were officially abandoned, their once vital purpose lost to the mists of time. Lena Mitchell, an ambitious young historian from Honolulu, was determined to uncover the truth behind these eerie stairs. She had heard the ghost stories and read about the strange phenomena reported by locals, shadowy figures, whispers in the night, and the inexplicable feeling of being watched. Despite the stairs being officially closed and deemed too dangerous to climb, Lena's curiosity drove her to the base of the stairway on a foggy night in late October. The staircase loomed like a spectral serpent, its iron rungs snaking upwards into the encroaching darkness. Lena's flashlight barely pierced the dense fog that clung to the mountain, but she pressed on, driven by a mix of historical intrigue and an almost obsessive need to solve the mystery of the Haiku stairs. As she climbed, the silence grew more profound. Each step seemed to echo with a faint, unsettling creak, and Lena found herself glancing over her shoulder more frequently, though there was never anyone there. The higher she went, the colder the air became, and an unnatural chill seeped through her jacket, biting at her skin. Midway up the stairs, Lena found an old wooden shack, its door hanging askew and its windows shattered. It was a relic from when the stairs were in use, a forgotten watchtower, abandoned and weather-beaten. Inside, she discovered a dusty logbook and a faded photograph of a group of soldiers. They were standing in front of the radar equipment, their faces solemn. Lena was about to leave when she noticed a second photograph, a more recent one, wedged behind the logbook. It was of the same soldiers, but this time their faces were twisted in expressions of sheer terror. She turned the photograph over to find a cryptic note scrawled on the back, "They see us. They are always watching." A sudden gust of wind slammed the shack door shut, plunging Lena into darkness. Her flashlight flickered and died. Panic set in, and she fumbled to find her way out. The stairway outside seemed to stretch endlessly, the mist now swirling ominously around her. She heard it then, a low, mournful moan, resonating through the fog. It seemed to come from the very earth beneath her. Lena's breath came in ragged gasps as she stumbled down the stairs, her footfalls echoing in the cold, damp air. The moans grew louder, more desperate, and she felt a cold hand brush her shoulder, though there was no one there. When Lena reached the base of the stairs, she glanced back, her heart pounding. The fog parted briefly, revealing the staircase in its full, haunting splendor, as if it were mocking her escape. The eerie glow of the moonlight cast long shadows that seemed to wriggle and twist, forming shapes that resembled the tortured figures of the soldiers from the photographs. Back in the safety of her home, Lena reviewed her notes, but her mind was clouded with fear. The logbook and photographs remained, but the more she researched, the more she uncovered disturbing accounts of soldiers who had vanished without a trace, their bodies never recovered. Rumors circulated that the radar system had been the site of occult experiments, intended to contact spirits or otherworldly entities. The experiments had failed catastrophically, leaving a lingering curse on the Haiku stairs. Those who dared to climb it were said to come back changed, or not at all. Lena's research led to no definitive answers, but she never climbed the Haiku stairs again. The legends persisted, and the stairs continued to rise in their eerie silence, a haunting reminder of the restless souls that walked the mist-shrouded path, forever trapped between the realms of the living and the dead. The Haiku stairs stood there, as they always had, an enigmatic bridge to the unknown, watching over Oahu with their rusting iron rungs, waiting for the next curious soul to challenge their spectral guardianship.